Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're here right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Happy Valentine's Day from me to you. I hope you're enjoying the day. Let's get right into it. Again, this is Shooting Up North. I am your host, Lewis Carlin. Dear Impact Wrestling, Dear Impact Wrestling, Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis are free agents. They are not under contract with any promotion. Dear Impact Wrestling, sign Aussie Open immediately. Immediately. I thought they were under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're not. Mark Davis tweeted out yesterday saying that Aussie Open have no contracted deals. Aussie Open have no confirmed tag bookings either. So they're not signed to any contract, and they don't have any confirmed upcoming tag team bookings either, which is just ridiculous if you ask me. But they are without a doubt one of the best tag teams in the world. December 2022 World Tag League. They had an absolutely tremendous showing at New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League. They went to the finals. They didn't win it. They lost to Hiroki Goto Yoshihashi in the finals, but they had an absolutely tremendous showing at the World Tag League. They proved at the World Tag League that they are without a doubt one of the best tag teams in the world today. Impact Wrestling needs to bring Aussie Open back into Impact Wrestling. They need to add them to the Impact Wrestling roster immediately. Immediately. Yes, Aussie Open had a number of they were in Impact Wrestling for a couple of matches. I don't think they've won a match. They might have won one match, but I know they lost a few as well. But regardless, I would sign Aussie Open. I wouldn't even hesitate. I would open up the vaults a little bit. I'm not talking about good brother money, but I would open up that vault a little bit. There's the vault. I would open it up, and I would bring Aussie Open in. I would sign them to 2 3 year deals. Let them. I would give them permission to work in New Japan Pro Wrestling as well. I know they enjoyed working in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I would bring them in. They would immediately come in and would be the best tag team right off the bat in Impact Wrestling. Yes, they will be better than the Motor City Machine Guns. My opinion, they're better than at this stage in each team's career. They're better than the Motor City Machine Guns, and I would bring them in like right now. And I would have them defeat the Motor City Machine Guns for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles, and I would keep the titles on them for some time. I mean, it's a no brainer. It's a no brainer. I don't know why they're not under contract with any promotion. I thought they were under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I guess I was wrong. But even if they're not under any contract, for them not to have any confirmed tag bookings is does nobody want to book Aussie Open? Or are they hard to work with? I haven't heard anything on that. And Mark Davis says sometimes you can put everything you have into something. Sometimes it's not enough. And a lot of people responded to this tweet by indicating, Impact Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, Impact Wrestling. They need to get on that ASAP. They for one of the best tag teams in the world to be not signed to any major promotion. Impact Wrestling needs to jump on that immediately. Immediately. You could say, well, maybe AEW will sign them and bring them in to replace FTR because they're on hiatus right now. That's possible. That's why Impact Wrestling needs to move fast. And again, they need to open the they need to open the vault and just pay them some money. Again, not good brother money, but pay Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis a nice to some nice contracts and bring them to Impact Wrestling. Again, they would be a absolutely tremendous full-time addition to the Impact Wrestling tag team roster. Imagine they could feud with the Motor City Machine Guns, as I mentioned. They could feud with ASOS and Chris Bay. They could feud with Brian Myers, Matt Cardona, Possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless for Aussie Open. It's a no-brainer. Impact Wrestling needs to jump on that like immediately. And also, Myron Reed is still a free agent. Myron Reed is still out there. Impact Wrestling needs to get on that as well. They need to bring Myron Reed into Impact Wrestling uh, just as fast as they need to bring in Aussie Open. Imagine if they bring Aussie Open and Myron Reed in. You know how much they would how much they would add to the Impact Wrestling roster. It would be just incredible. It would be absolutely incredible if they were to bring in Aussie Open and Myron Reed. He's still a free agent. He's still out there, and he's having tremendous matches on the indie scene. So Impact Wrestling needs to bring Myron Reed in, but more importantly, they need to bring in, well, not more importantly, both equally important, but they need to bring in Aussie Open. For them not to have contracts is a travesty. For them not to have any confirmed tag team bookings is a bigger travesty. So Scott D'Amore, Impact Wrestling Anthem, just they'll stop dragging your feet, man. This is let's well, I don't want to see the dragging of their feet. I don't maybe they are trying to get them in. But they need to do what they can to sign Aussie Open ASAP without a doubt, in my opinion. All right, so not too much going on. Officially was announced Big Con 101 against Frankie Kazarian at No Surrender. So here's the updated card. Josh Alexander versus Rich Swann for the Impact Wrestling World Championship. Impact Knockouts World Championship. Mickey James versus Masha Slamovich. Number one contenders fatal four-way. Winner earns Impact Wrestling World Title match. If Steve Macklin doesn't win this match, um, I'll be very disappointed. But right now it's Brian Myers versus PCO versus Steve Macklin and or Rhino and I'm not sure who the other two were. Eddie Edwards or Heath will be the other two. So it'll be Myers versus PCO versus either Steve Macklin or Rhino or Eddie Edwards or Heath. Bullet Club, Kenta, Chris Bay, and Ace Austin versus Kushida, Motor City Machine Guns should be an outstanding match. Death Dolls versus the Hex for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Championship. Frankie Kazarian versus Khan, and then the pre-show, Speedball Mike Bailey versus Jonathan Gresham. That match should not be on the pre-show. Kazarian and Khan should be on the pre-show. Speedball Mike Bailey, Jonathan Gresham should be on the regular show. And then another pre-show match, Deonna Purrazzo versus Giselle Shaw. Mike Bailey versus Jonathan Gresham should not be on the pre-show. No way, no how. I don't care if you want to say, well, we need to sell tickets. We need to sell pay-per-view. We need to sell subscriptions to Impact Plus. I don't care. That should not be a pre-show match. Kazarian versus Khan should be on the pre-show. Speedball Mike Bailey versus Jonathan Gresham should be one of the top matches on the main show, without a doubt, because they're going to absolutely light it up. They're going to light up the ring. They're going to tear the house down. No way it should be on the pre-show. Sorry, no way, no how. And that's really about it. That's really about it. I really don't have much else to discuss. I want to talk about Aussie Open, and just the other match announcement for No Surrender, which is on February 24th. Other than that, I'm watching the news. Anything breaks, um, I'll be back. It's just a short Valentine's Day podcast today. But again, any big news breaks, I'll be back and I'll be talking about it. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. Hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.